So, for some of you who don't know, I am the illustrious Perry James, and you're watching Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson. Cut! Somebody get that Zuckerberg guy on the phone. We gotta get Larson shut down.
On Saturday, March 11th, at Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmire Highway in Union, South Carolina. Pro Wrestling Union returns as it kicks off 2023 in a huge way as it presents Undisputed. General admission tickets at only $10. All student tickets at $5. It's the best value for great professional wrestling in the upstate. A portion of the proceeds will directly impact the school-wide initiatives of Sims Middle School. You do not want to miss out on this family-friendly, action-packed, professional wrestling excitement. Come check out the stars of Pro Wrestling Union, such as current tag team champions, the Heat Seekers, Black Cat Dion Johnson, Peterbilt, #1 Cam Jackson, and in the main event, Linear Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Champion Chase Emery will be facing the interim heavyweight champion, the top dog of the industry, Bebop, in an undisputed heavyweight championship match. Once again, that is Saturday, March 11th at Sims Middle School, 2200 Whitmire Highway. Pro Wrestling Union, Undisputed.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Pro Wrestling Union, Undisputed. And welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only, Kurtis Black, and he is down in Monterrey, Mexico. Sir, how did you get down there? Tell me the story.
Oh, man. Let's see. Just a few matches that I had last year. I had COVID and some things jumped off to where I wasn't going to be able to wrestle. And, I had some good encouragement to get me back in the ring. And I had one, dare I say, kick-ass match. And the promoter actually down here saw that match and, wanted to bring me down. And, everything right there was just history. So, we made it work, and I found myself down here along with another fellow buddy of mine, Tyrese Murphy. So we're both down here and having fun, and we wrestled for Syndicate Lucha Libre last night. So that was intense. It was an intense feeling.
Now you sent me a video. I wasn't able to upload it, but were you guys fighting each other during that match?
Yeah, we actually had our rematch because we had a match, back in April for the ASWA World Heavyweight Championship, and we had to run it back. So we ended up coming down here, and we originally came down to train, and the promoter, liked what he saw from us when we was working with his wrestlers down here. And he was like, "Yo, I want you all to have a match." And so we ended up running it back, and we ended up having our rematch. So we were 1-1. He beat me last night. So it was pretty good, man. It was a good match. The fans down here are really heavy on their lucha libre, on their wrestling, just in general down here. And God, man. It's so different. It's so different from lucha libre and professional wrestling of what we have, in America. And to be able to bring American-based wrestling down here, we end up getting a standing ovation, man. And the love down here was so tremendous that, like I said, standing ovation. And I can't say enough, man. We loving it. We love it down here, and man, we're partying like rock stars, brother.
Now, being down there, you mentioned that it's different wrestling down there than up here. Explain some of the differences from, American wrestling to. I've never been to Mexico, so you're gonna have to explain to me some of the nuances. What's the difference?
Well, first, the rings are legitimately as tough as boxing rings. So when you're bumping, you have no give. It's like literally bumping on concrete. So if you have never bumped on concrete or on solid ground, just imagine that and be like, okay, and you take a bump and you're gonna find out it sucks and it sucks bad. But when I came up in the business, I trained with AC Collins at C4W down in Myrtle Beach, and he had a boxing ring. So bumping in a boxing ring was the equivalent of bumping in that ring. So the recovery time was faster than I imagined. But the rings are different. The crowds are super duper duper energetic, dude. If anyone has never been, if you have watched a lucha libre match, maybe AAA or something of that nature, you know that their fans are heavy, energetic on their wrestlers. And oh my God, the energy that these individuals down here give their wrestlers, the love that they give them is just so totally different. It's from like start to finish, night and day. Their hype from the moment the bell rings all the way to the end of the very show, man. It is God. The energy is great. The workers down here, the wrestlers, they're tough as nails, bro. Like we saw a match last night that ended that was the final match of the show, and we saw a guy just like literally get his head busted with the actual beer bottle, and he ate that crap, and he leaked all over the place. Yeah, he leaked all over the place, and they ended up having to put him in the ambulance and take him to the hospital. But these guys are tough as nails. So we wanted to come down here and work, and we did a really good job. And we originally got scheduled to come down and work for 1 month, but we ended up doing so well that the promoter actually wanted us to come down and work for 3 months next year. So we want to make that happen, but I know that we're going to have our work really cut out for us, because it is these guys down here and girls, and dare I say gals, they are tough as nails. You hear me? Like tough as nails. Like even the females down here are, with all due respect, and I love my female wrestlers up north. But these women down here, they're just as tough as the men.
Are they really stiff down there, or what do you mean by tough?
Oh, when I say stiff, I mean tough. Like they can take punishment, but they are super duper stiff. There's like when in some matches, you throw a fist, but you may throw a slap or two. No, they throw fist. You eat fist down here. You eat kicks. It's literally almost like wrestling lucha libre. It's wrestling lucha libre, but it's almost strong style.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, for everybody that's coming in and listening to the conversation, I wasn't able to upload the video, but I do have the link in the comments. So if you guys want to check out the match he's talking about with him and his partner, it is in the comments. So hit it, go on YouTube. It'll take you straight to the YouTube, and you can watch that match, or Facebook, wherever it's at, and it'll take you straight there to watch the match. Now, how much Spanish do you know? Is there a language barrier, or do you have an interpreter, or how you doing down there, man, with the language barrier?
The language barrier it's different. It's my Spanish is very, 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 very limited, like elementary. But having a Google translator that helps. But but our promoter and booker who brought us down, his English is a little choppy, but he's able to translate, and we're able to make it work. He's definitely able to help us.
You guys can communicate enough to get everything done.
Exactly.
I got you. So who's all down there? Is your family down there with you, or is it just you and your partner?
It's just me and Ty.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just him and myself. We took this trip. It was a journey that we wanted to, a goal and a journey that we wanted to accomplish, and I'm proud to say that we was able to accomplish that. Definitely.
Did you guys just have that one fight against each other, or did you actually get to wrestle some of the lucha libres there in the area?
We was able to train with a lot of the luchadors down here, but it was just our match that they wanted to see because they believe so hard in their lucha that if you have not trained in lucha, it's different. It's very tough. It's very tough. A lot of the springboards and a lot of the movement. It's different. It's very
It's
different.
action packed from the start to go. I mean, they don't stop. They don't
No,
slide out like American wrestlers and time out and walk around. No,
no.
they're going at it. The whole time from bell to bell.
From
Right.
bell to bell, exactly. From bell to bell. From the moment that bell rings, those guys do not stop. There's no rest breaks. There are no rest holds. No nothing. So to bring American-based wrestling, down here to see how to see to have them watch us and see what we do, it was great to them, and they accepted it very well. I mean, when we first started out the match, the fans, they were like, we want lucha, 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 but we were like, okay, so let's just show them what we have.
Right.
Let's show them how we get down and dirty and grimy up in the U.S. and they took to it, my man. They really did. They took to it very well. They gravitated to it, and in the end, to see 600, 700 plus people give us a standing ovation, it was no choice but to bow to them, and the love and the energy. Um, it was very heartfelt, man, to the point where it brought me to tears after the match, man, because it was just that love, man, that energy, that passion that these individuals down here have for their wrestlers. It's it's unreal, bro. It really is.
There you go. Luke Childers wants to know, is the food down there good?
The food down here is amazing. Speaking of the food, man, we just finished eating some what they call it, tumpo, which is like a pork based
Okay.
type of meat, which is a pork based type of meat. But man, we had elotes, which is like street taco, street corn, what they call it, Mexican corn or street corn or something of that
Okay.
nature. So we had those. We had street tacos. The culture down here is just, it's different, bro. It really is. But the food is, it's amazing. It's very amazing. I love it.
I've got to ask this now. I know you've got a woman. I know you're in a relationship and all that good stuff. You got children, but do any of the women down there hear you speaking English and kind of give you the look? Foreign language, kind of. I'm not trying to get you in trouble because she's probably watching, but I'm just saying.
They take to American men, and,
I
and, and the
got you.
men take to American women very well. The language barrier is, it's tough, but once you come to a mutual understanding, body language tells it all. And that's all I can say about that. But
Right, right.
I haven't been able to, and nor did I want to take a look at any other woman down here. My
Right,
goal was
right.
to come down here and wrestle and stay
Oh,
focused on that,
I
and
got you, man. I
definitely,
know. I'm just playing with you, man. You know me. I got to
it's all
stir the
good.
pot a little bit. I got to stir the pot a little bit because your woman is one of the best managers that I believe that's in the game today. And I always talk about that promo she did back in the day. It scared the crap out of me. I ain't gonna lie to nobody, man. You got to go check out that promo and some of the promos. I think it was in your backyard with the fire pit and all that stuff. Man, that was some. I'll always talk about. Every time we talk, I'll be telling you about those, man.
Man,
Because
actually, that was actually in the open field across the street from my grandmother's house.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
But man, those things were tight. I ain't gonna lie. I loved them promos back in that day. You got your boy Roma Miller on here. Said Big Bro. I love it. Man, I miss Roma Miller. I ain't seen Roma Miller in a day or two, man. Hey, Roma,
Man,
how you doing?
Romo, man, let me tell you something, brother. You are heavily missed out here. What most people don't know, what most people don't know is that Roma, Ty, and myself, we actually have a stable. We're called the Deadly Alliance, and the promoter wanted to bring him down. And you're heavily missed, bro. You really are. You are missed down here, and your style of wrestling and everything that you do wherever you go would have, I can guarantee you, would have been received with open arms and with just as much love. Definitely.
Right? Without a doubt. Well, let me get to this break real quick, and as soon as we come back from this break, if you guys have any questions for Kurtis Black, he's down in Monterrey, Mexico. He's down there wrestling with one of his buddies. Man, I'm trying to get him in trouble, but I'm not. He's down there having a good time, and we're asking if you got any questions about Mexico, about the wrestling down there, anything, hit him up right after this break. We'll be right back. There you go, HVW. Got to check them out. They're going to have a six show series, man. It's going to be awesome. Oh, I got Kurtis still. There we go. Let's unmic you. There we go. Now we can hear you. But, yeah, man, I lived a couple of years in Panama City, Panama, and when I was in the Navy. And I'll tell you what, the street vendors, you were talking about food and that. Have you went out and had any of the street vendor food out there? I mean, I know they haven't. Oh, it's delicious, especially the pastries and stuff they have down there. Oh, my God. This is a fat man talking. I mean, if I tell you it's good, it's good.
And brother, let me tell you something. No lies given, man. The street food down here is amazing. It's amazing, man. Like, you can live off of street food down here, and they feed you. They feed you. Let me tell you that. Like last night after the show, we ended up stopping off at a street taco stand, and we had like 5 tacos that I paid for just for myself. I think what $3 in American money, and I mean they're big fat tacos, man, and God, my Jesus Christ, dude, like I got so stuffed, man. I was like, man, I got the itis.
You don't eat too much, man. You'll be sitting in that bathroom for a while. I mean, it's good food, but when it comes out, I mean, they like their spices and everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's good stuff. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Oh man.
So let's get back to the wrestling before we both get in trouble and get kicked off the internet. So you wrestled down there in Monterrey, and you said at first they were yelling lucha, lucha, lucha. Now, 2 American wrestlers in there. Now I saw part of the match, and one of the parts that I loved, I don't know who decided if you guys called that or if he just did it. But one of you, I think you were on the mat, and your partner smacked you with both of his hands on your stomach, or you did it to him. I don't know which one did it to who, but it was like a double slap to your stomach. The crowd went nuts. The crowd popped for that.
Yeah, that was all him, man. That was all him. Yeah. I was like, go for it. That's all I could. And all I could do was just brace myself for it, man. Right. And they popped for it hard, man. They really did.
I mean,
They
most of
definitely
the
enjoyed it.
time, American wrestlers usually put you up in the corner before they do a smack on your chest or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But you were laying flat, and he came down with both of his hands really hard, and I mean, you could hear it even on the video. I mean, I don't know where the camera was, but it wasn't right up on it was loud, and that place popped. Now, when they were yelling at you, did you understand anything that was being yelled at you?
I did not. The only thing I know is that they screamed lucha, 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 and
Okay.
and we was like, well, we don't know lucha, but we're gonna give you one hell of a show, and
Right.
that's what we did. That's what we did, man.
Did you give him anything off the top rope? Did you give him any, something that, a little bit resembled lucha?
Well, Ty, he actually finished the match with a dedication to Eddie Guerrero. So obviously he finished the match with a frog splash. Um, but we were able to do some moves. The link that I sent you were just the highlights of what they were able to show. But if I can get a link from the promoter for the full match, you'll be able to see. But I mean, we were able to show out, man. We were able to show out with the little bit of time that they gave us. We were able to run at least a 6 to 7 minute match, and the fans ate it up, from start to finish. I mean, as soon as they saw us start to really get into the groove of things, it was over, man. We already knew that we had them in the palm of our hands, and after the match was over with, like I said, it was a standing ovation, and the love that they gave us was just out of this world, man.
So what did the promoter say to you after the match was over and you went back to Gorilla? What did he have to say?
Can you come back and work for 3 months? And we looked and we looked at each other and we were just like, well, you said you wanted us to do 1 month, and he was like, not now. You get through. We want you to come back, for 3 months. And I was like, well, when? And he said April of next year. So he wants us to come back down for in April and work from April to June, maybe early July or something of that nature. And he's going to put us out in Mexico City, Merida, and a few other cities outside of Mexico City. But the match was also streamed to some promoters in Korea, some promoters in Japan, and some promoters in Canada. So the booker who booked us, he's been getting a lot of love, man. So, and that match impressed a lot of individuals. So we're looking to make some moves, man. We really are.
That is totally awesome. Now I don't want the figures. It's none of my business. But are they paying you pretty good? How's the hookup down there? I mean, are you paying for your own hotel? Are they paying? What are they paying for without giving us numbers, man?
Half the hotel, and anywhere, and pretty much anywhere where we want to go. They take care of our fare of where we want to go. So they don't have Uber down here. They have something called Didi, which is their equivalent of Uber, and they pretty much pay for wherever we want to go. So they pay for our trip to the arena yesterday, to some of the historical sites that they have down here. So they take care of of where we want to go and things of that nature. But we went half and half on the room and board. So I mean, it's not so bad. It's not so bad at all. But I mean,
It's a trip to Mexico, bro. I mean, come on now. Half is good. Half is good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'd take half any day of the week if they called me and said, hey, come on down. I'll pay half. Okay, I'm there.
Yeah. Right. So we just make sure that we hang tight, and we just do what we have to do. But we're going to be here until Thursday morning. We fly back to the States Thursday morning. But down here, for the rest of the time we were down here, we're gonna rest, and we're gonna see some more of the historical sites. There is a mountain. For those who don't know, I love mountain climbing. I am one individual that loves it, and I'm going to try to get to one of the mountains here, and really try to do some things up that way, and just get some rest and relaxation. Enjoy the air, and the energy that they have down here, man. It's deep. It's thick. That energy is thick.
Okay.
I can't say enough about it.
Okay. Luke Childers has got another question. Keep them coming, Luke. I know you can ask questions. He said, "What is the most scary thing you've seen?"
God, well, if you really want to know, today.
Uh-oh.
Quite literally today, I decided I want to go for a walk, and I actually went to go get these earbuds. And on my way coming back to the hotel to get ready for hashtag truth, believe it or not, man, a gentleman walked past me and he asked me if I could, give me some money or whatever. I couldn't really understand, so I used my translator, and he asked me if I could help him with some money. To get some surgery, and I told him I didn't have anything, and he literally lifted his shirt up, and a part of his intestines was hanging out of his belly, bro. Yeah, like this. Yeah, bro. Like literally, this was about 2 hours ago.
Man, that's
Yeah,
wow.
like literally about 2 hours ago, and it blew my mind. I actually it blew my mind so hard that I actually had to call Deidre. It was just like, you'll never believe what just happened. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, I know we just got off the phone with each other, but yeah, somebody just showed me their intestines hanging out of their belly, and she's like, and you didn't help him? I'm like, what? What do you say to something like that, man?
What are you gonna do? I mean, right?
like literally, that was the scariest thing that I saw. But in one of the matches that we saw last night, the last match, I think the scariest thing I saw was a guy. He took a box cutter, like literally took a box cutter, and he drilled it into another man's forehead and leaked him all over the place, man. Like dude was wearing a like crimson mask, and it went from a crimson mask to a crimson throat to the upper part of his chest, like just covering the whole upper part of his chest. Excuse me. And yeah, man, it got deep. It got deep real quick, and
He
I was just like,
literally
oh my.
took a box cutter and seriously jammed it into his head. He had
Yeah.
to have had stitches after that or something, man. I mean, that's
Oh yeah. He ended up getting some stitches, but hey,
I mean,
to each his own, man.
You're not at a place where you're doing like death matches or anything, are you? I mean,
No, nothing of that nature. It was just that match was a hardcore match, and their hardcore matches are just legitimately
hardcore.
different or legit hardcore.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm seriously gonna have to start looking up some Mexican wrestling and checking it out, because I was not informed of all this. And that's when you said you were in Mexico, I was like, oh, I don't care how many times you've been in, I want to talk to you because I want to see what it's really like, man. And you're telling me, I mean, I don't know if I'll be walking down the street after the story you tell me. At least myself, anyway. I'll be going with a buddy system, dude. Buddy system. Everywhere you go, man. Buddy system.
And in that match, it was a how you want to call it? I guess an 8-man tag team match. And one of the luchadors legitimately took a Tecate beer bottle and took it, and he like over another guy's head, and I'm just like, okay, he just got busted in the head with a bottle. He took another bottle, pow, and the guy's face was just crimson mask, and I'm like, yo, they're like crazy hardcore down here, man. But the thing is, it got me so excited. I was just like, this is what we're gonna like. These are the kind of guys we're gonna be working with. Bet. That's what I like, man. Like, I haven't had a hardcore match of that magnitude, but to see that the crowd got so behind it, like Scott, man, the crowd was throwing money. They were throwing money, straight up dineros, man, in the ring. And I was just like, yo, these fans are so crazy. They're throwing money. in the rings to the luchadors, man. And time myself, money getting tossed, and I'm just like, holy crap, these fans really love their luchadors down here, man. Much love and much respect, man. Money was getting tossed. Money was getting tossed, man.
Now
That's the love that they give.
that's craziness. I never would have imagined that. I never would have
That's
imagined that.
that's the love that they give, man.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm speechless.
but the love that they give, man, it's so crazy because like Ty and I, when we got off our planes, because we took two separate flights, and the moment they had to obviously we had to go through customs, and they opened up our bags and stuff like that, and they saw our championships, our titles, and as soon as they saw our titles, you luchador, and like yeah luchador, and it was pictures, 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 pictures,
That's
pictures,
great.
pictures, pictures. I mean, we
That's
took
great.
pictures. We took pictures with customs, with customs, TSA customs down here. Oh my God, man, it was crazy. And then like once we got through customs and it got to the actual the international part of the airport entrance part of the airport. Fans were just like, pictures, pictures, pictures. Just it was crazy from start to finish. And then as soon as we got here to the hotel, we got greeted with like you luchadors. They kind of gave us that look like you're luchadors, and they showed us our room, and we came down with our championships, and it was like, oh my God, pictures, 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 and
That's great,
and
though.
and yeah, man. And then we was like, well, we just want to go for a walk, just kind of get a lay of the land. And dude, we were gone for maybe about 15 minutes, just 15 minutes. And when we came back, dude, we had bottles of tequila in our rooms, on the house.
Wow.
Like the Kraken drink cups, big,
Right.
large drink cups that we both had, one apiece, and just bottles of tequila, man. The love, man, the love, and we was like, where did the tequila come from? We went downstairs, and the hotel manager, you good, on the house, and we're like,
Party time. Party time.
yeah,
Wow,
man,
that is
like.
great.
And they have a local kids soccer team. The local kids soccer team came in, and they wanted pictures. It was pictures, 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 pictures. The workers, pictures, 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 and man, we went to go walk on the I guess their equivalent of the strip, and we walked to a cathedral where they had they were doing prayer, and obviously, and and when we got out of there, we actually went in to go pray because we wanted to pray to make sure that we were safe down here, obviously. And it's not bad. And I don't want anyone to think, before this is over with, I'm going to give you a perspective of what it is down here. I want everybody to know that real quick. But when we got done, praying and everything of that nature, fans come out, pictures, 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 pictures. And Bim, our promoter, Booker, God bless him, man. He treats us like gold. He introduced us to his family, and introduced us to just the people in the malls and things like that. We went to malls and letting them know that we're American champions and American luchadors, and it was pictures, 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 like literally underground malls, pictures, pictures, pictures. I was like, man, we like literally, Scott. I kid you not. The very first day we were here, the first 2 days we were here, we took so many pictures. We were photo tired, literally.
That is
Photo tired,
that is.
photo tired, man.
Let me get to this next commercial real quick, and then on the other side, we got another great question coming from Luke Childers. So, man, I'll sit here all day and hear these stories, man. But we'll be right back after this quick message from Retro Toys and Collectibles.
This is 4-Foot Batman. And 4-Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro Toys and Collectibles. Movie memorabilia. Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina, at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
All right, we are back with Kurtis Black. He's down in Monterrey, Mexico, wrestling down there. He's a superstar. Taking all day long for 2-3 days. I love it. Luke said, "What is the most popular place that you were at while you were there?"
Oh God, let's see. I think the most popular place is they have they call it St. Lucia River. It's a river that stretches about a mile and a half. It's one of their historical landmarks here, and they have one called Fountain of Neptuna. And if anybody knows their Greek mythology or Roman mythology, Neptune was the Roman equivalent of Poseidon of Greece. Right. So they have a fountain called Fountain of Neptuna. So that was one of them. And then we went to a site where they have their president, their very first president, Mexican president. I forgot his name, but I took a picture of that, and I'll be happy to show. It'll be on my Facebook page, my fan page. So if anyone wants to take a look at those photos, you're more than welcome to see them. Then they have a mausoleum that's actually sit in front of one of the Mexican flags down here. Big plaza. It's a massive plaza. I mean, it's beautiful. Down here, it's beautiful, man. It really is. But those are like some of the we've been to a lot of the historical landmarks, but I think those are probably by far the 3 important ones so far.
There you go. Luke also wants to know, how do they announce your name? That's a good question. How do they announce your name there?
Okay. They roll their tongue. I'm Kurtis. So instead of Curtis, you roll your tongue with my name, and Tyrese is not his name is not pronounced Tyrese, it's Tyrus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And my name would be you're fine, but my name would be Kurtis Blanc. Kurtis Negro.
Okay.
And his name would be Titus Murphy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
He also wants to know, what is your was it your dream to go to Mexico?
It was a goal of mine. It was something that I wanted to do. I've always wanted to get an experience of lucha. So that was a goal to be able to complete. But my dream was to always wrestle for New Japan. That's my dream. But if I'm not able to do that, do trust and believe that this right here will take that over any day of the week, because it's a goal that I set precedents to. I was hell bent and determined to make sure that it got done, and I did, definitely.
Right. Luke wants to know again, what is your dream match? Is it with a Mexican wrestler, or is it a statewide dream match?
Dream match will always, I would have to say, would be. There's 2.
Okay.
If I could, it would be Jushin Thunder Liger, and I would have to run it back one more time with Mason Miles.
There you go. Oh, you said Jushin Thunder Liger, and there was a little bit of noise behind you up there in front of you.
Oh.
I think a few people recognize that name.
So yeah, but I would definitely have to run it back with Mason Miles. Him and I, we actually got started down in C4W, and we had really good matches down there. And to see him go off and do his thing with DPW, and of course, I'm doing my own thing. I would like to run across with him one more time before I retire.
Now I have to ask you this: I'm pretty sure it is. Is that a window behind you?
It is. It is. Yeah.
Could you show us outside the window what it looks like?
You know what? I'll do you one better. Let's
Okay.
go outside. Let's go
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. Let's see what outside looks like, man. Take us for a
Let's go
small
outside.
tour. Take us for a small
Okay.
tour of Monterey.
All right. All right. So this is where I'm at. This is my hotel. I'm at C&H Hotels. So if y'all can see, that's the sign. Sorry, y'all hear a lot of the wind,
Oh,
but this is what it look. Yeah, but this is what it looks like.
wow, that looks like a highway, bro.
It's actually a street, man. And Monterey is actually in Spanish means King Mountain, but here is actually called City of the Mountains because this city is literally surrounded by a massive mountain. It's like literally a city built into a mountain.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can you see any part of the mountain from where you're at?
Man, there's not a place you cannot turn and see a mountain. To be quite honest with you. So, like where I'm facing, I'm outside my hotel, and if you can see where my hand is pointing, there is a mountain right there.
I see it. I see it in the
Yeah.
horizon there. Yes, sir.
Yep.
It's
So,
touching the top of it.
and that mountain literally that's just one peak. But
Okay.
it literally stretches all across all around this city, man. It's literally
Oh
one
wow.
massive it's literally one massive city surrounded by a mountain. There's like you have to fly into Monterey. So let's just say if you wanted to go to Merida, it'll take you 16 hours to fly from Monterey to Merida. It'll take you about 4, maybe 5 hours to fly from here to Mexico City.
Oh wow. So which direction were you walking when the guy decided to show you his body parts?
I was actually walking. I was actually walking down this street right here, actually coming towards the hotel.
Okay. Are you taking a lot of pictures there in Monterey? Because it looks beautiful. I bet during the day it's very beautiful there.
Yes. I've taken many pictures. I've actually taken a lot of pictures of the street art that they have down here, and the street art, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Like I said, everything that I'm doing down here is I'm gonna post on my Facebook page. I'm gonna make into reels. So if you all want to see, the street art, you want to see what all Tyrese and myself got into, and things of that nature, I'll be happy to show you. Actually, if you look exactly where my finger is, and past those trees, you'll see it looks like a cloud. That's actually a mountain.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, in the background. Yeah, so that mountain stretches all around this city, man. It's insane.
We were talking about the guy showing the body parts, and Missy got the wrong idea. She said TMI. No, he was taking a walk just before the show here, Missy, and a guy lifted up his shirt, and he literally had some of his intestines poking out
Hanging
of his
out of it.
stomach.
Oh yeah, like literally, like this was like 2 hours ago,
That's what I
Misty.
meant. I should have said it the right way, but sorry if it sounded bad. I apologize.
Oh, you good?
But man, yeah. I mean, so getting back to the wrestling, because we got one more segment here. You said you're going to be down there for a month, and then you got through with your match, and they're going to ask you to come back next year for 3 years.
Yes.
For 3 months. Okay.
Yes.
Are you planning on bringing the family down this time? I'm going to get you in trouble before I get off of here.
If they would want to try to make it come down, hey, why not, man? I mean, it's 3 months, man. It's going to be a long time away from home. And I can tell you right now, man. Just this week here, I'm not going to say I'm homesick because I'm far from that, but it does make you wonder sometimes, because I know when they wanted us to work a month, it's like, can I really do this for a month? And I had to question that, and I believe I can do it. And then when they were like, can you do 3 months? And I'm like, Three.
I some conversations before I could be able to give you an answer. That would be my answer, but you know.
Yeah, definitely on that.
Situation. I'm not in your situation where you're there in Monterey, so you know there's a difference. I mean, they're opening the doors for you. They're treating you really good down there. I mean, have you had anybody treat you bad? I mean, has anybody like not realized who you were? And well, that's good. That's really good.
Nope. Man, let me tell you something, man, and I'm gonna be real with you guys, real quick. We deal with a lot of racism,
Right.
and a lot of cop killings and things of that nature in the states.
Right.
Down here, it's none of that, man. It's really not. And I know that sometimes we have a tendency as Americans, because we believe that we live in a country where we are the greatest country on this planet. And I don't want to say that we look down on others. I really don't want to say that, but there are some.
It's the truth. Sometimes we do.
And sometimes we do, but here they are community. They really are. They are community, and they operate as one people.
Right.
I've seen white Hispanics, brown Hispanics. I've seen black Hispanics, and they all operate as one community. They love each other. They take care of each other. I have not seen or heard any kind of anything bad, man.
Okay.
No, none of that, man. If the energy down here, they operate as one community, one people. They don't see each other as hey, I'm a white Hispanic, or I'm a white Mexican, a white Hispanic, and they talk down to their black brethren or sisters, or their brown brothers and sisters, or vice versa, or however you want to look at it. It's none of that down here, man. The racism, it does not exist down here. And if there are some poor individuals down here, you have people of the community that help build them up. That cathedral that's how I and myself were in, that we prayed in, they actually had not only construction workers to help maintain and build that maintain that cathedral, but you had people coming off the street, helping to plant trees and to help
Wow.
do concrete work. People, women, men, children, helping to plant trees and do concrete work, and pass out money to the homeless. Well, some of us, we look at homeless people and they come through and say, hey, can I have some money? I don't have no money, even though you have some in your pocket. No, man, they don't do none of that. They help build each other up, because down here, they know what they are working with down here, and because they know what they're working with down here, they work to build it up, maintain, build up, and progress as one people. And that's the love. That's the love and the energy. When I've been on Facebook telling people the love and the energy, it's surreal down here. That's the best thing that I can tell you, man, because they operate literally as one body, one people, one mind. It's almost like a hive mind, man, but everybody is individually, but as individuals, but they operate. No one looks down on no one at all, man. It's a beautiful thing. That energy down here is so loving and so thick that literally it makes you in so many ways. It'll make you resent the U.S. sometime, man. And I don't want to say that in a bad way, but sometimes I look and I'm thinking back, I'm on my way coming home, and I have to ask myself, do I really want to come back home, or do I really want to deal with the BS, that's going on up in that country, man? Because down here, man, it's just the energy is so different, and I don't want to knock it. I don't want to knock my own country in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It's just that it's down here. You cannot knock these people's hustle, man. There's not a single bit of land where there's not a dentist's office on the corner. There's not, some kind of chop shop or some kind of automotive dealership or detail dealership or something. There's something on every corner around this entire city. Maybe, and this is just Monterey. This is just Monterey. But Jesus Christ, dude, it's insane down here, man. They operate as one body, man, and I can't say enough, man. You have to.
Right.
You have to respect their hustle down here, man. Seriously.
I mean, that's awesome, man. I love to hear that. We got a lot of people talking, so I'm going to have to catch up on all this. Brino, it's a gentleman with some love.
Hey, what's going on, Brino?
Luke Childers wants to know if you've seen a fight since you were down there.
I have not seen the fight, man. The only thing that I saw was those matches last night.
There you go. Here we go. Kid Cutter. What's up, Scott? Love the shirt. I'm wearing the Prince of Cruiserweights Kid Cutter shirt. He said, how you doing, Mr. Curtis?
I'm doing good, kid, man. How you doing? It's been a while, Zach, man. I miss you, brother. Zach was actually one of my proteges when he was starting out in the business, man. I see him making waves, wherever he's going now, man.
Oh, yeah. Missy said, hey, Brino, great match Saturday night. I do agree with that. Awesome match. Missy said, when you were talking about, everybody working together there and being one, she said, that's good. We should all be doing that. Brandon Lamb said, Mexico is one of the best places, it seems. All I've heard is good things from every wrestler that's been down that way.
It's the truth, bro. It's the truth.
And Alexander Polk said, what's up? How you doing, Alex?
What's going on, Alex?
But, yeah, so you said you're coming back Thursday. Do you have any wrestling shows scheduled for the States when you get back here?
I don't have anything scheduled right now. This was a dare I say a priority for me. So excuse me, but once I get back up there, there's some things that I'm going to be looking into, some promotions that I want to, some new promotions that I want to step into, and get my hands dirty with, maybe like Primetime Wrestling. Try to get on with Pro Style. Just try to step outside my comfort zone a little bit more, and definitely work some more matches to get me ready, definitely for what's going on, what's going to take place down here. Because I definitely, if I can't do at least 3 months, I definitely want to do a month, but I'll try to do 3. But like I said, these guys down here, the guys and the gals down here, they are they're intense. They are intense. Seriously.
Right. Well, you're going to definitely have to put some of them pictures up on your Facebook page and everything. Tell everybody where they can find you on Facebook. And before you do that, Missy has one more question for you. She said, where are you originally from?
Missy, I'm actually from Charlotte, North Carolina, baby. Born and raised, man. One of the very few that is actually born and raised there.
Okay, there you go. So tell us. I done forgot what I was going to say now.
Let's see. You can find me on my face page.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so my original page, Kurtis Black with the C, was hacked. So I had to start a brand new page. So it's Kurtis with a K. So I have 2 pages. You can actually find me on Kurtis Black, which is my actual page, and then you have my fan page, which is the one that Scott was telling you all, where you actually see me in the Ring of Fire. That's my actual fan page.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you gotta go check out some of those promos they did back in the day on that page, man, because that stuff, and no pun intended, that stuff was straight fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love that stuff, man. And I met Curtis a few years ago. I think we met at GPW back in the day.
We did.
That was the first place I met you at, and so we've known each other for years, and I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy to see that you're going places, man. That you're down in Mexico, and I hope that dream of yours to go to Japan happens really soon, man. I really do.
I really do, man. Like I said, the match that Ty and I we put on, it was a standing ovation, and it got streamed. Like I said, in Canada, Korea, Japan, Mexico City, Merida. So if some promoters in Japan decide they want to bite, then hey, let's rock and roll, man.
You're gonna have to brush up on your Japanese. Then I don't think that cell phone's gonna help you out too much over there. Marcus Erics, yeah, we're gonna have Marcus Erics on hashtag Truth coming up Wednesday, man. I can't wait. But
what's going on, Marcus, man? Oh yeah, me and Ty, we put you and Rama, we put you all's names down here, bro. So you got some people that's gonna be looking out for you and Rama, man. So just keep up the good work with what you're doing in Pro South and everywhere you go, man. Yeah, we've been putting you guys out there, man. We want to try to get as much, much American talent we can get down here, man. It's a great opportunity, and you guys will love the energy that they give you down here.
Marcus Erickson, you're going to be ready for it. That is totally awesome, man. Well, it's getting very loud over there. I can barely hear you over the crowd that's behind you or in front of you. So, and our time is up in like 2 minutes. So, I'm going to let you tell everybody one last time about Monterey, and then we're going to get on out of here, man. Kurtis, it was a pleasure having you on. I hope you have a great time there. Take a lot of pictures, and hey, tag me in some of them. I'd love to see them over on hashtag Truth. And if you go back to training in the ring, take a few pictures, man. I'd like to see some of them guys training in the ring too, man. Take a few pics and ask them if you can send them to your American friends so we can see how they train over in Mexico, man. I'd love to see that.
Definitely. Monterey, it's a beautiful city, man. Very beautiful city. I can't say enough about them, about anyone down here. You have to try the underground malls. They're steep. When I mean steep, they go down at least 2 levels deep within the ground, and they're like 5-level malls. You start out deep underground and you work your way up. The food here is beautiful. The love, the energy that they give it's out of this world, man. I can't say enough about the love that they're giving us down here.
There you go, Definitely. Man. Without a doubt, man. Kurtis Black in Monterrey, Mexico, wrestling over there. Now, if you guys are just coming in, or if you watch this after the live, the first thing that was put on here over in the comments is the match that Kurtis and his partner had over there, and you can hear the crowd, you can hear the reactions to them wrestling, and it's like it's not like a full match. It's the best parts of the match, the highlights.
Yeah, the highlights.
Yeah, the highlights of the whole show. So, man, I thank you for calling and explaining all this to us, man. I learned a lot today. You'll have to get back with me when you get back stateside and you start wrestling again, man. I'd love to have you back on the show, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. Here's Ty. Say hey to everybody, man.
Yo, what up? How you doing? Oh wait, dude. This is how the street do. What happened to our interview, man?
He wants to know.
We can do it. Just hit me up, and we'll let you do it.
Go ahead.
Oh shoot.
I don't. He's not gonna be like that.
It's all good. Hey, hit me up, and I'll get you when you get stateside. I'll hook you up with the first interview, man.
No problem, brother. I was like, man, I was hyped up. I was blowing it up. I was bragging. I was telling everybody they can suck it. I'm about to be on my first podcast, But hey, my first podcast was TP, but now hey, we got a chance. We can do this with you, man. Like honestly, I appreciate it.
It's all good, man. Hit me up, and we'll definitely do it. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions before we get off here. Give us a story about Monterey, man. Something that you saw or something you did that was exciting. Other than the wrestling.
Other than the wrestling. Mamacitas. Baby, the prince always loves his fair maidens. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Mamacitas is my favorite. But I'm gonna tell you right now, brother, like the food, just the culture, and bro. I have never felt so much freaking love in my life and so much respect and loyalty. It was God smacking, for real. Like I love it here, and I can't wait to come back and be here for 3 months and learn more lucha. And I'm trying not to cry right now again because like it's so
Paparazzi. I heard you guys had the paparazzi after you for a little while, taking a bunch of pictures and everywhere you went, man.
Paparazzi, all the fans, bro. And dude, it's the thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is, nobody else knows. So when I came out to when we all come out to the ring, we're all let's be real. We're all nervous. We're all kind of like, we ready to go. But at the same time, this is what we love. This is why we have those feelings.
Right.
But and this is my first time doing it outside of the country in a different world, but at least I'm doing it with somebody I love and I trust, with my brother right here.
Right.
And the most important thing that happened is like when I walked through those curves, even though I was greeted with all that love and shit, I was still very nervous. And then this time, my sister called me Poppy, and then I was ready to beat Kurtis up. I got called. I got called Poppy, so I was like, okay. I fired me up though. Hey, it was like, okay, let's go. But nice talking to you, brother. Here you go.
All right, man, without a doubt.
Here you
go. Well, as y'all can hear, man, you also get it from Ty that we're having fun, man. So. We got some. We're gonna get out and do some more things real quick, but
man.
But we'll definitely post more pictures and things of where we're gonna be, what we're gonna be doing for the next couple of days. We're just gonna relax and just take the rest of this trip in and get ready to come back home, man. But you all can find him at Tyrese Murphy on his Facebook page, or you can find me on my fan page, Kurtis Black. Again, Kurtis with a K. You'll see me with a Ring of Fire. That's my fan page. but love you guys, and definitely we'll catch up, Scott.
Sounds good, man. I'm gonna end it like this, man. Kurtis Black and his partner down there in Monterey doing it up, showing the people down there in Mexico how we do it in the States, man. And that is the hashtag
truth.
We'll see you Wednesday night with Mr. Marcus Eric. Y'all have a great night.
Later, y'all.